The next speaker, why did you become a mathematics educator? I became a math educator because math was fun for me, and I wanted to share that joy with my students. I wanted to inspire students from all walks to love math. Everyone give it up for the one and only Yvonne Daniels.
Hey, y'all, hey. All right, so I want to talk to you about my students. I want to share their voices through our work. So our students, they like to explore classrooms that are fun. So why do we drain them? This was supposed to switch already. I don't know what's happening. So Daniel, he was the first student I had that told me I was boring. Can you imagine me boring, right? He just picked up a book every day in my math class and read it, ignored everything I said. So one day I said, all right, Daniel, then what can we do, right? So I handed Daniel a book. I told him to read this book and then make me his own. So he made me a book on radicals in my Algebra 2 class. I allowed him to express himself, who he was, through the art of mathematics. So then we move along to Joe. Joe liked to play football, okay? Joe just wanted to talk about football. He actually brought his football to my classroom. I know we all have this student. I know we do, right? So I said, okay, we're still in rationals, right? We're talking about functions. Make me some functions that go with your football. And so me and Joe, we did functions in a football. This is all the same unit, y'all, right? So I allowed my students to do whatever they felt the need to do. Show me the math that already connects to your life. I don't have to teach that. You already know that. Jazzy was real pretty. She didn't think pretty people did math until she met me. And so I just told Jazzy that we do math too, right? So I took Jazzy all the way to New York. And we went on this little field trip. Did anybody ever been to MoMath Museum? Woo! We did math. We had fun, and Jazzy was pretty cute and smart. Okay, so Jazzy, I still talk to her today. That's her actual picture. She's amazing. But I had to let her touch math, feel math, play with math for her to tap in. Lydia, I did nothing for Lydia. Lydia was a genius when she walked in my room. I did absolutely nothing for Lydia. She graduated with a 4.12. She was just absolutely the best, right? I told her to do anything for me, and she wrote me a Kim Kardashian play. Okay. What? Honey, it was the funniest, most comical, and the most ratchet thing I ever seen from a 4.12 student. I allowed her to express herself. This is all still the same unit, y'all. When I tell you I let my kids do whatever they want, Kia was really quiet. She talked like this all the time. I never heard nothing Kia said to me, ever. And then one day, Kia made me a musical, y'all. She danced and sang to mathematics. This is the actual video that should be playing right now. We did rational functions in a musical. When I tell you I allowed my kids to do anything, I meant just that. You can't hear nothing she's saying, just read the words. This is a straight A student who looked me in my face on the accelerated path and said she didn't feel like she belonged in mathematics. And so what I'm here to tell you is that you need to let your students do anything. I mean that with my soul. Joseph just came up here and told you that math is. It's whatever you allow your students to do. Allow your students to bring themselves to the room. You don't have to teach anything. You don't really have to do it. If you allow your kids to show up as who they are, they will produce anything. They will produce everything. They will give you back the math you think you were giving in the first place. So I'm here to tell you to love your children for who they are, not who you want them to be. In math classrooms, we're giving algorithms. We're telling kids what they should learn. We're teaching them these formulas. All they want to do is show up and bring themselves to the classroom. So allow them to do that. Myself, I was in foster care to kinship. I was a mess. School was just not my thing because it just wasn't my thing, right? I showed up as nobody or nothing. It took me 12 years to graduate, but I promise you, once I got there, right, there was these educators, Ms. Charles and Dr. Joe Fields. I can scream their names forever. They were fun, they were loving, they held me accountable for learning. Educators, that's our job. Our job is not to give information, it is to love and care for children, so that students like me show up for the lesson of life. We respond, we connect, we love children. That's our job as mathematicians, to show them that math is everything and anything. I'm here to introduce you to what I called the Anything Project. It showed me that my legacy in that classroom is me, and your legacy is you. What do you want your kids to walk away from when they leave your class? The algorithm or their self? My legacy is my voice, my spirit. I show up every single day for my children, and they show back up for me. The full projects, you can see them. They're dancing, they're singing, they're having fun in my math class that they showed up to. Thank you.